So welcome to Odd Jobs. We're at Liberty Way Farm and we're continuing our renovation in the she barn. Nobody here at Liberty Way Farm seems to know how old this building is, but it's been here a while and it was generally used for storage. But the owners are turning this into a venue and it's going to be called the She Barn. It was all timber built with these big timbers. However, after putting in some drywall, we put in some of these accent pieces, like this, which is just a piece of wood hammered together. It looks awesome. So we're going to do some more of this filling in of spaces. So when we came in here, we inherited the job from a previous contractor, and in order to make it work, we had to remove some of these pieces that were jutting out. This is the only one left, and I want to make it look a little bit better than this, because this here serves no real purpose. Yeah, this is going to be, I don't even know what to do. So we're gonna start by hacking the heck out of this. Yeah, we're gonna hack the hell out of this. Yeah, you don't see this every day. This is odd. So this was I think it was a 2x8 or something that was put in here originally. And the contractor that was here ahead of us was trying to give the same effect that we're doing now. But he inserted the beams first instead of the drywall. And so we've got a lot of kind of cleaning up to do. So we're going to remove some of the stuff that is in the way and redundant. And we're going to fill it back in with whatever we can find that's going to serve our purpose. So I've ripped this piece out. That's pretty much garbage. And now we're gonna go find a piece of old barn board that's gonna fill this gap. And as well, further down here at the bottom, because this beam here is I don't know if it's crooked or something, but we've got a huge gap down here that we're going to have to overcome as well. Okay, so let's take some measurements here. We're going to do some creative cutting. So I'm going to put a level here. You know, how much this is out. That's how much it's out for a level. That's a huge amount. So we need something down there that's going to be 3.5 inches and 1 inch at the top. Okay, so got a few pieces of lumber here. It's all old barn board that we salvaged from the barn, obviously. That's why we call it barn board. This one here, which is 4 inches wide, it's rough on one side. I'm thinking that one there might serve us well for casing alongside the door. So I'm going to put that one aside for now. This one here, the same. I'm going to use that for the opposite side casing. It's a bit thicker, but I'm hoping when I frame up the hinge side that everything's going to match. And we pull this this big timber out of the barn as well. So we'll start by making a straight cut here. We'll get the skill saw ready here. And 65 1/4. So that I got 1 inch up here, or thereabouts. 3.5. Take it as long as it's close, right? That's what matters. It's going to be a tough cut no matter what. Now the trick to cutting this is lining up the wood before you even start. So I can see my line here, even if you can't. Well, let's go see how that fits. So, I put it in there. That's pretty good too. But you see up here, got a big gap. Don't like that big gap. So, now I have to cut it along this beam. Wow, things never get easy. Let's see if I can get a good line right here. So I'll get a straight edge here and there. I'll try and cut that off. That's going to be exactly the wrong thing to do. Because this is going to give me an uncut side. So instead of that, I'm going to go from here to here on the inside. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, because I want to cut away what's going to be against the wall. So, by measuring it on the opposite side, I'm going to cut away this section here so that when it's resting against the wall, the cut side is going to be against the wall. It's a tough cut no matter what. The great thing about cutting old barn board is that once you cut it, it begins to smell like where it was, because this is smelling like the horse stables, for sure. Now that's a bit of a better fit there. I think I can live with that. Yeah, we might have to stain that to make it look the way we want. But other than that, we've just made this beam look a little bit better. It's straight anyway. I think if we sand that, it's gonna look good, really, really good. So next I want to put a piece here in the corner overlapping this. And it'll make it look like it's a beam on a beam. And then we're going to do something funky in here. This is just hideous, absolutely hideous. And it's a mess, and I don't really know how to fix that. We got to do something. We have to do something. So we've got this really, really ugly piece of wood in there, and I don't exactly know how I'm going to deal with that yet, but I do want to cut back this drywall a bit, because we're going to go right over top of this anyway, and this is not how you frame in a door, in case you're wondering, but we're going to work with what we have. And so I'm going to cut some of this, and we're going to put, I think we're going to make it look like a beam here, and then the beam there. So I began the messy process of removing this drywall. Underneath the drywall was some plywood, and so I have to tackle that as well and clod that out. So just fast forward through all this kind of stuff, and you'll see where we come up with a pretty clean finish. Pause. And once we had that cleared away, I could cut myself a little piece of this barn board so that it would fit along the edge of drywall that's there and in front of the door jamb. It looks a bit more authentic now, at least at this point. It looks like the frame of the door is against a solid piece of wood. Okay. And then comes a face piece. This is one of those pieces of 4-inch that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to fasten that on there. And I'm going to fit another piece on into the corner. I think it looks a lot better now than it did when we started. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the likes and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching Odd Jobs, and don't forget to check out the Blueway Farm. Links below in the description.